Alright boys, this is JLev the One. Sorry about the late video. So in this one we don't quite actually capture the Necromancer, but I'll put it in the thumbnail. We did capture the Necromancer right after this attempt in the exact same manner. We just didn't have anybody die as early, so it definitely really helped out. So this is going to be the elite raid on the Necro after the changes that they made to its HP based off of the highest power, off the power of the server. So this part, if you don't have a lot of march speed, is going to be pretty hard, but you'll just kind of have to pay attention. If you're farther towards the back, sometimes you can kind of get the end of the the end, and it'll just disappear, and even if you wouldn't have made it, you'll be all right. And if you ever get caught inside of those, you're just going to want to walk through them. Trying to outrun them while you're in them is just going to increase the amount of damage you take. So it's just easier to either go through it or use the item that I have equipped to my Kanara, and you'll activate it, and it will stop you from taking any damage, but also freeze you in place. So for the most part, you're going to just want to use archers and have a couple tanks. And I'll have one tank keep one giant away from that giant from the Necromancer, and the other tank tanking for all of the archers. And you'll just want to keep an eye on the timer for whenever the little effects are going to take place. So as you can see in this run, we actually we did not a great job of staying inside of it, but on the next attempt we did a really good job, and we all stayed inside of it. So, and the video quality might be a little bit lower. I recorded this on my phone while I was at work, so I apologize if there's a little bit lower quality. But as you can see, and then whenever they do that, after that effect, they're going to change. So the Necro Giant will go where the Giant was, and the Giant will take the place of the Necro Giant. So we're just kind of working them down. Make sure you put all of your archers onto the Necro Giant. And there's going to be another skill that he's going to activate, and for this one you'll just have to dodge the little balls that come out of it, and do not attack the Necro Giant. He is invulnerable. He will not take any damage. You will take a lot of damage, and as you can see, that one player on the left hand side running through the balls taking a lot of damage. Unless you're like a T5 player and are running cavalry during this, you are not going to want to be anywhere near the middle. You'll want to be on the outsides. Either the top or bottom is typically the best spot, but the sides are also okay. And if you can, you'll want to you'll slowly work your way over to where the Giant will be at, and get ready to put all your archers on him. And make sure your tanks are running a taunt so that you can make sure you keep them separated. And just to make sure everybody knows, so we do not complete it on this run. It was the following run, and the file got corrupted actually, so unfortunately I do not have that. I apologize. But we literally did the exact same thing on this run. It was just a lot cleaner, not nearly as much damage taken. So we just got this, and we're going to go down, just dodge all the balls. And it's getting ready. We're coming towards the end of it. And then whenever you get the chance, you'll want to try and get the healing rune just to heal up some of the troops that are getting hit by all of the abilities. That one isn't the greatest one to get the heal rune on. It's a little bit better though than the spinning. There's I believe one that actually spins, and it'll be in the middle, and it'll have 4 lines, and it'll go clockwise. Sorry, counterclockwise. And I believe it's every 50 seconds is when the effect's going to take place. So you just want to keep an eye on that. And this is the one that I was talking about. So on this one, you will not want to collect the healing rune. It is not worth it. If you are a little bit low on march speed and you do get caught by it, it's just easier to turn around, and you'll take less damage than if you just keep trying to run while you're inside of it. And don't forget, you have to continuously move. If you stop moving, you're gonna start taking damage during these special skills that they put out. So you just want to make sure you move 24/7. And this is where we got a little bit sloppy on this run particularly. We had like 7 people die, so definitely not the greatest, but it is okay. And you might lose like a couple people, but ideally it's only like 1 or 2. You want to keep it pretty perfect, pretty clean. And then they do enrage after 8 minutes, so with the amount of health that he had left at this point, it was just kind of poor RNG that we kind of got that took a little bit longer. Some of the people were getting lost on that left-hand circle, so all those people, whenever we were just standing around the necro giant right there, we should have been moving to the left. We lose like a good couple seconds repositioning so that none of us are inside of the AoE of the necro giant. So, and with how much time you lose to like cutscenes and skills, it's a pretty tight fight, honestly. Even though we had a 200 million power whale inside of the Alliance Nephisto, so. But yeah, it was. It's not easy. It is. The Necro Giant is probably one of the hardest events that you'll do, just because of the technical side more so than the damage output side, and